All right, I'm just gonna do this in one take. No redos, no do-overs, no editing, obviously, because I'm not on a computer, I'm on my phone. And there's been many reasons to compel me to make this video the last couple of weeks, and it's gotten to the point where I just had to do it and screw all of the planning out and the scripting. I'm winging it here. There's too much to say, and I'm definitely going to forget to mention a bunch of different things because I just can't do it all at once. One of the things that reasons why I've been procrastinating to do the video is I had dental surgery, if you can't tell when I pronounce my S's. So, but the world of crypto, decentralization, with all these new terms, dApps and DeFi, that means decentralized applications, decentralized finance, anything with pretty much DE is decentralized or whatever else. I'm going to assume if you're watching this that you already have some understanding of what's going on with all of the new economics and banking and with the new money coming in. And that's not even fully here yet with all the Bitcoin craziness. Bitcoin, I believe it might, I don't know if it will or will not be the winning cryptocurrency. And I want to distinguish between, when I say cryptocurrency versus a crypto token, my understanding and how I distinguish between them is the currencies of crypto are meant as a medium of exchange to replace gold and fiat currency like US dollars. Their tokens are a type of technology on Web3. And if you're not familiar with what Web3 is, we're not even there yet. So Web3 isn't even fully implemented. It's just in the beginning stages. We're so in the beginning of Web3. There's many videos on that. Just type it into Google, search it, and get. My video is not about Web3. What my video is about, what I'm going into here now, is something that I stumbled upon beginning a little more than 2 months ago. And so the very first thing, now about 2 years ago, I have known about this here called Sweatcoin. And I still have it, as you obviously see. I've fallen out of favor with it, only because I don't see any actual, now, there is a type of value within the app. It only works on one device at a time. I think that the phone that I'm using right here with this camera is the one I'm logged. Let me try this one. I might be logged in on this one. If I'm not logged in on this phone, then I'm logged in on the one I'm using to record, and I won't be able to actually do this. Okay, no, I'm logged in on a different account here. So this is actually a friend of mine's account who I sent a referral code to. All three of these phones have self-service, these two and the one I'm recording on. But so this one I can use as an example. Now, I have in mind a lot more than this. I just signed him up through my referral code only a couple weeks ago. But I don't know. This hasn't changed that much from what I remember. I mean, it's gotten more clean as far as like it works a lot smoother. And occasionally I still go in here, like here, I unlock the gift card, and here you can see I claim these rewards. Basically with Sweatcoin, as long as you have it running in the background, you'll see if you do this here, you'll see total steps. Here, like Sweatcoin, it just hit over midnight. It changed. I think there was a couple thousand on there today, but I've fallen out of favor with that. I still have it because just to have it, it's so small of an app. There's no reason for me to delete it, and it is one of the cleaner, polished ones that I've ran into. But there's no way that I know of yet to actually withdraw your Sweatcoin, and steer. A lot of people have a real difficult time understanding, and here even I do too. If you go to Sweat Wallet, kind of like how you have Coinbase and then you have Coinbase Wallet. If you go to your Sweat Wallet, I've read on the Reddits and everything. Okay, so this symbol here, this kind of like double slanted, like two tickets kind of thing. So there's two different sweat coin types of, here, let me claim those. So, I still don't kind of like understand. Some people tried to clarify it. You can look into it more. And here it's trying to tell me to claim it that I need to pay, or I can just watch an ad for free. Forget that for right now. So this is the wallet, but the actual app itself, if you go over to here, and then this is the sweat coin with the little S and things. So I just, again, I don't know. It's so hard to get the actual sweat coin in. These two are different currencies. The one that you see here versus the one you see here, they're two different kinds. The more of these with the S that you earn in the sweat coin, this sweat coin app, the more those you earn by walking, those can get converted into whatever this actually is right here. Let me hit the, not that, I thought there was an information button there. Transfer your whatever. See, it doesn't even clarify what the actual, oh, okay, here it is. So this is sweat. On this wallet, you have sweat, just simply that. And over here, what you actually earn for walking, these are sweat coins. So that's the distinction. That's the difference. So here, sweat coins in the actual walking app. This one is what runs in the background that converts your steps when you're walking into sweat coins. These are called sweat, not to be confused with sweat coin. And sweat are harder to gain. Those ones, I believe you can actually purchase the sweat on an exchange like Coinbase. But that's all, these are all like mostly within the app itself here. Like here, you can earn them by doing extra stuff, playing games or whatever, doing tasks, and you can stake them. I'm not interested in sweat. I've fallen out of favor with it. Like I said, I've had that for about 2 years, and I hadn't even really looked into that app for that long. But one that I recently stumbled upon about 2 months ago that really had me jumping around until I was only looking into it for a couple of weeks. I really had this one here, it's called Social Good, and then their tokens is called SG. But I have since done a lot more research and watched it closely. Now again, I also signed my friend up on this phone. So this was my original account. And you can see I had the balance. If I go here to 6 months, September, no, that doesn't actually show the balance. Here, what is it? Right here, notifications. So if I go to notifications, maybe later, I'll go all the way back into history of all of these. Maybe I guess I did sign him up around about 2 months ago. I signed him up probably within a week of me signing up. But the difference is that I took advantage of a bonus when I first signed up. They gave me a whole bunch. Somewhere in those notifications, it'll show when I got a whole bunch back here. When I made a purchase, your shopping at Walmart had been declined. That's because I had canceled the order. You're an invitee. Shop for the first time. You'll gain 200 as soon as they shop for at least 50. I made a purchase that boosted me up and gave me a whole bunch. Somewhere here, receive your first activity gift. So there's 100. Your $100 Temu shopping gift. I made a $6-7 something purchase or whatever. I think it was actually for the phone stand right now that this phone I'm recording on, the phone stand that I bought. I bought the cheapest phone stand that I could find for $7. Free shipping. And so I got $100 worth of SG. And I've been following SG for many weeks since that 2 months that I had signed up. And now the phone that I'm recording on, just yesterday, this phone's not even a month old, the phone that I'm recording on. And it's a much better phone than these two. These two are pretty much the exact same model. The only difference is that this one here on the left has a slightly better screen, and it allows you to do a RAM boost for a max of 8 gigabyte instead of just 4. This one only allows you to do 2, I think it's 2, 4, and 6. And this one allows you to do 2, 4, and 8. And the RAM boost you don't even need it. But anyway, as I was watching more about social good, reading more about it on many other forums and whatnot, watching videos, I've got a lot of different opinions from people on it. And one of the things that everyone talks about that they struggle with. So here's an account to show 2 different examples. This one, all I did on this guy's account, on my friend, and he's not even, I don't think on this one he's verified. I actually verified, you see, identity verification. I verified mine. I haven't for him because he doesn't do this stuff like I do. So, but he gave me permission to use his name to sign him up like this for it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like to attempt to withdraw on an account here that I spent less than a total of about between $15 and $20 in total that I spent through this app, buying at the merchants. If you go here to shopping, back when I had first signed up, a whole bunch of these popular ones like Temu, eBay, and Walmart, all right? The kickback that they now say 100%, but when I had first signed up, Temu was 1,500%, and a bunch of these were 1,000%. And one of the purchases that I had made for a phone stand, this here, through Temu, when that was 1,500%, and the Walmart purchase, the first one that I had that I canceled, and then I remade the purchase because I changed addresses not too long ago, and then I made that purchase through Walmart, and that was 1,000% when I made that purchase, which is why I have the balance that I do that you see why so much. But when you shop at these retailers through this, I mean, if you're going to buy something anyway, right? I was already going to buy something from Walmart that I had related to some project that I was doing here at the house. I don't know if it was like plumbing or electrical, or I needed maybe a light bulb or some tape or a tool or something. I don't remember what it was, but I purchased it through Walmart. And it's no different because look, I'll do it right now. When you click on that, right, it's opening up the Walmart website within this app, and the app is acting as a browser. It's no different than if I were to go to the Walmart app itself I don't use Chrome or anything. I use Brave browser. And the reason I use Brave browser, well, it's a whole other topic, I'll make a separate video about it. But I'll show you a quick example. The reason why I use Brave browser, on a quick side note, is because through YouTube, I don't have YouTube Premium in order to avoid ads, and I cannot stand ads. I hate ads with such a passion. I don't pay for any of my music or movies. I don't pay for any of my media, and especially I'm not going to use YouTube if I can't get rid of the ads. So by using Brave browser, you can see I don't even use the YouTube app I have disabled. I should disable that too because I don't use YouTube Music. But I disabled the YouTube app, and I run my YouTube through this. So any video that I play it's all 100% ad free by using the Brave browser. But anyway, instead of using your Chrome browser or the Walmart app itself, you'll shop here. You'll log in. I don't think I'm logged in. No, because I actually don't even want an account with Walmart. I don't even shop at Walmart like that. I can't stand Walmart either itself. But I did only because I needed something that one time. And I did it through there. It's no different, again, through the app. And by doing it through here, they are able to verify your purchase through here. And that's how I got the balance that I do on here. Oh, and every so often, you see that red dot that was there? That is an indication to say here just a minute ago, that when I went into the store, you get, just by going into the store for a second, just by loading up a store page, you can immediately X out. But every so often, I haven't been doing this as often as I used to be doing back last month. I actually kind of stopped for almost a whole month until today, just now doing this video. But when you go into the store, you get rewarded. You get rewarded look at it. It's 23 cents. It's definitely they're telling you that you get about $2. They're giving you 12.5 SG at a rate of 23, almost a quarter. So they're trying to say that you're getting a little over $2, and you can do that once every day. So you get a little over $2 just by going literally into the shopping app. And all you have to do it here. I didn't do it on this one, so we'll do it here on this one. I'll show you. You go to the shopping tab, ignore that ad, and you click on literally any store. Any one of these. It doesn't have to be a different one. It can be the same exact one every time. In fact, you could just click on Temu right away every time. And just by hitting this blue button, shop now, in the store app right there, you hit X, immediately back out just by going to the shopping website tab, and that red dot appears. And here you said 3 seconds ago, you got the gift. And it was the exact same as over. They're both the exact same on different accounts. 661,753. You get the exact same amount. They're trying to say get a little over $2 just simply by doing that every day. And so what I want to get back to showing you is if you go on this asset tab, and again, this is the other thing compared to something else I'm about to show you. This is also another reason that has me a little sketchy and fishy about social good. When more I dug into this, I found that social good is actually based by a company that's in Japan. I'm pretty sure it was Japan. There's just the app gives you all of these warnings. I mean, look at the layout, and everything that I was reading about a lot of people on Reddit. So the withdrawal it took me like 30 minutes of going around this app 2 months ago just to find it. I couldn't find it because it was so obscure, and a withdrawal option shouldn't be buried that far down. I was looking over here in account. I was looking everywhere, going up. I could not find it. It took me a half hour to find it. And it's over here in the asset tab. And now watch this. You go all the way down to the bottom. And look, now I have on my account, I have successfully one time I've withdrawn $10 worth of SG. That did not end up as a $10 United States dollar bill in my pocket or my bank account. No. I withdrew $10 worth of SG onto my Coinbase. That's still SG. Now, I could technically convert that SG into a different crypto, or I could even, I could withdraw it from the crypto into the Coinbase on there as the USD and then transfer it as USD to my actual bank. But by doing that, I'd probably end up with maybe $7 or $8 of that 10 because of the withdrawal fee from Coinbase. Whenever you move money from your Coinbase to an actual bank like a Patriot or a Citizen, a Wells Fargo, something like that, you're going to get charged the withdrawal fee from Coinbase. So I'm not even going to get the full $10. But anyway, this is where it's at. You got to hit this withdrawal. And when you do that, the stipulations here is in order to increase your withdrawal limit, there's a withdrawal guide. Like they basically, what they're doing is they're locking your SG tokens within the app. They don't want you to withdraw them. And they claim it's to foster stability and to help maintain the asset value, or whatever terminology they use. It seems just, I don't know, it seems too musical chairs, too Ponzi-ish that what they want you to do is that they're really pushing for you to invite more people, because just like a Ponzi scheme, they need fresh. You need more and more and more, and to keep it going until there is no more to be had. So it seems like they're incentivizing and prioritizing above all else. They want you to invite more people, but look at what happens when you try to withdraw. So for this one, because I actually have made a payment through the app, this
Welcome to the Social Good app.
is annoying as hell.
You've heard that you could build up to $1 million worth of assets just with your daily shopping.
You can watch that if you want on your own. I watched it once and I'll never watch it again. It was ridiculous. This is what mine looked like the first time that I did it. And, whoops. No, I don't want to. Okay, so this is what mine looked like the first time that I did mine. And this is what mine looks like now after I had already done the $10. Because I have 2 invitees, my withdrawal limit, let's see, I'll try to do 3. It's telling me an amount equal to or no less than $2. So let's try 2. I tried to do this yesterday, so I'm going to run through it again to show you what I'm talking about. And we'll try to do this one too at the same time. For the first time ever on this account, and this account, I did not spend a single dollar, a single penny. I did nothing on this account. We'll just try to do 10. I'm going to connect my Coinbase. Of course. Okay. So it won't let me on that. Do I go back? I wonder. Oh, I'm on the, oh yeah, Coinbase wallet. Because I don't have, my friend doesn't have a wallet of his own, and it's going to continue to keep trying to do the Coinbase wallet. I could probably withdraw that 10 if I was connecting to a different wallet. But here, that same wallet that is saying I can't use here, that's the one that's connected to this. So I'm going to try to withdraw the 2, and it's not going to work because I'll show you what they're going to want to have me do. They're trying to have me pay more than $2 to withdraw $2. Oh, no, I forgot. This is what happens. And it only lasts for a second. I had to take a screenshot of that, actually. So this is just recent. In less than the last week, this keeps coming up. So that's what's happening. The item you are attempting to purchase cannot be found. So it's broken. The withdrawal feature is completely broken. I remember now. This is what showed up yesterday when I tried to do this. It's broken. Oh, and on top of that, guess what? I tried to install Social Good on the phone right now with which I'm recording. A couple days ago, actually, I tried to install Social Good on this phone that I'm recording with. So I went to search for it, right? And I thought, maybe they updated it, right? It's their Social Cash. It's definitely not it. So I thought this was it. That's definitely not the one that we're talking about. No, that's definitely not Social Good SG token. So, it wasn't coming up. So here, in order to make absolutely sure, on every Android I ever owned, if you go into the app info and go all the way to the bottom, and right here to app details, and this, let me just show you on another app real quick, okay? For example, the Sweat Coin. When you click that, it takes you right here, right to it, right in the Play Store, okay? It does it with every app. Every app that comes through the Play Store. It does that all the time. I've never had an issue with it. But, and I don't know how long ago, I don't know if this was a couple days or if this was last month, or I don't know when this started. But I think Google Play Store has removed Social Good from the store. So there's something going on with Social Good, and I think I'm going to uninstall it from my phones and completely forget about Social Good, because it's a waste of time. However, now we're getting into the real reason I'm making this video. Because I spent a lot of time, this is a hobby of mine, and I spend a lot of time reading white papers, talking to people on Reddit. I'm in like between 15, 20 different Discord channels. I talk every day with somebody about some way about crypto and the the technologies of Web 0.03, the decentralization. They're decentralizing. Now, when I say there or they or them, I don't mean the very people who are centralized. I mean we the people. The people like you and me, the workers, the people who are at the bottom rung of the ladder. There are people out there that are doing the foundational work to ushering in a whole new era of prosperity that is unfathomable. These are a double-edged sword of times to be born in. This is something that I am extremely passionate about. That's why I'm making this video. The times that we're living in right now, I do believe that it's going to get worse before it gets better. Because those that are in power are going to do everything they can to not lose that power. And there is so much going on behind the scenes. This is what I don't watch Netflix. I don't watch movies. I don't watch Harry Potter and that dumb crap. I watch documentaries primarily focused on the history of money, gold, finance, economics, banking, all of that. And now especially what's coming into fruition. We are living in a paradigm shift, as I heard it called, and I like to express it that way. I really believe we're in the midst of a change for the better. And just like entropy, there is a decay of the old models to make way for the new at the moment. And that's what we're going through right now. The turmoil of decay, of getting rid of the rotten and the old for the new to come. Just like a garden, like there's a whole bunch of biblical metaphors. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but I'm not going to use that. But I'm going to get into the meat of this. So I don't remember, I wish I could, how I first stumbled upon this. For the life of me, I cannot remember where. Before I get into this Salala app that you just saw running, this is the app. So it's called Salala, as you saw. No, here. It's called Salala. And what this app does is it trains AI. It does these really, really super, super small tasks that do not use up your battery, and it uses very little data. And as a quick also side note, what I recommend is going into your app of Salala so that it can properly run in the background, like here, when you see training AI. That's what it's doing. It's downloading them. And oh, the other thing too, when it says downloading a model, so it's downloading the task to complete. And then when it completes it, that model is then uploaded back into the server. So it does not stay on your phone, so it doesn't take up space. But I want to show you what I have done is I went and turned off this pause app if unused, and I also went in and to the app battery usage and I gave it unrestricted, because when I had first had this app for the first couple days, it kept this auto. Let's you just read this real quick. It said automatically start a new job and claim the reward. The device will run in the background mode to ensure tasks are carried out continuously. So it kept shutting that off on me like every, 20 minutes to an hour. And I thought it was because I thought maybe it might have been when I was playing games or just using other apps, making a phone call. I didn't know what kept cutting it off. But these two phones now, I don't even use them primarily, even though they have data. I pretty much just use these just to do this. That's all they're doing. And as you can see, I think it's about 2,000 tasks. It takes about a quarter of a day. Well, they're less than a minute apiece. So you see here that a full one on all of my phones, a full one takes, here, let's say right here, between 15 and 35 seconds. We'll just let this run real quick and we'll see. So you see both of these phones are running. I literally just started this on camera. You saw me, and there's 9 tasks completed on this phone. As long as you keep this running without interruption, that counter, that task is the current session, will keep going up and up and up. If I turn this off and back on, that will reset. Since that's a high number, I don't want to reset that. I'll just do this as an example. We're at 10 right now. So if I turn it off, confirm, and turn it back on, see, it should update, I think. I guess, I don't know. There. It would have, I guess on its own, it would have updated, but the highest that I have ever had that, without interruption, because of changing those settings that I showed about not pausing the app and the battery unrestricting. I don't think you have to do anything with like giving it full usage of data, because again, it requires so little data. I have had this up as high as 17,000. And I go to work, I take the phone that I'm recording on with me, and I leave these at home. This one is a T-Mobile, and if I get a phone call on this one, I have digits installed on this one here that I'm recording with. So if someone were to call me on this T-Mobile, when I leave it at home, I will receive a call at the same time through the Digits app on this one when I'm at work. So I really don't need to take this one with me. This one, I have stopped giving the number to it out. So anyway, I leave these at home, and this is what they're doing. Also, the reason for all this is I have a free decommissioned government phone from earlier this year. This one does not have data, but I leave this at home. This was running since about noon. It is now about 1:30 a.m. I was running this since, well, not since noon. It's running for about 6-7 hours, and that's where it's at. This one here is an old, it's a generic, it's cheap government garbage, and it didn't work even when I had self-service. It was absolute junk. But I'm running Salala in the background. Okay, and now you're wondering, well, what the hell is Salala? What is it doing? What's all this for? I'm going to leave all of this in the bottom of the video, all these links. I'm going to leave this one running, and I'm going to show you the website about what is going on in the Salala app. And this is where you are going to be able to potentially make a lot of money. I actually don't want to close that because this is relevant here. I'm going to come back to this guy because I'm going to show some of the videos that I like to have watched, that I like, that are encouragements for why I'm in all this, why these are the videos that are really triggering my hype. Because these videos they're done way better than I'm doing. But I am invested in ICP crypto. Here's the video that if you want to watch that about ICP. I'm not making one about ICP. I agree with almost 99% of everything this guy says about ICP. And this guy, Jerry Banfield, is the reason why I have bought ICP. Thanks, Jerry. This one, both of those videos. So this is the first one that I had watched. And this one actually was down below in the recommended from when I watched this one. Actually, we'll come back to him. I'm going to leave this one running, and I got to go to my browser in this one because I believe this is the one that I have one of the most important, right here, yes, YouTube videos I have ever watched. And I watched this video many years ago. Probably, I'd say back in 2016. I watched this Mike Maloney. I wish I could meet Mike Maloney in person. He is amazing. If you have not watched The Hidden Secrets of Money, all 10 episodes, you do not understand what you're missing. Oh, there's only one other source in all my life that has ever broken down the deliberately obscured and combobulated topic of banking and money. The only other person to come close, I would say equal to Mike Maloney, is Ellen Hodgson Brown, who has written a book called The Web of Debt. And you have got to read that book. Right here. The Web of Debt by Ellen Hodgson Brown. I read this book probably back, I want to say, in 2013, 2014. This woman, I owe my understanding, I owe my passion about these topics to her, to Ellen Hodgson Brown. This book is written so good. They will never allow this book in the schools. Get that book. Ellen Hodgson Brown. I don't even know what to say, man. Man, that is an excellent piece of work. I have read The Creature from Jekyll Island. I have read Confessions of an Economic Hitman. I have read The Unseen Hand. I have read what's that last one? I forget what that last one was. None of those were real, don't get me wrong, those were really good books, and they are all in my top 10. But this will always have a place in my heart. I have a physical copy of this book that I bought just because it's that good. And I don't have a bookshelf. I don't have books. I don't have time to read anymore, but I have that just to hold on to, just to have it. Amazing book. Anyway, you got to go to Mike Maloney, chapter 4. If you don't watch any other of these, just watch chapter 4 and go to the chapters, whatever these sections, and go to 120. Go to 120 on the timestamp and watch. You want to go all the way, actually watch the whole thing. You want to understand how currency is created, what fractional reserve lending is, inflation, and go through the recap. One quick thing about inflation, and one of the biggest pet peeves, this gets me so pissed off every time someone talks about inflation when they don't know what they're talking about. Inflation is not the rise in prices of goods and services. Listen to Mike Maloney. Just like taxes do not pay for the police, the schools, the roads, our tax dollars do not pay for that stuff. And I also hold extremely dear to my heart. It is a fundamental element in the fabric of my makeup of who I am that I will lay down my life for freedom. I cherish freedom in the sense of what the early colonial Americans in history, they stood on principles and morals, and the complacency of today's generation. People use these terms and they're so watered down when they come out of their mouths. They don't understand what the word freedom means, and they throw it around with disregard for the true meaning of freedom. Back in that sense to understanding inflation is when they keep printing the freaking money, when they keep creating it in the computers, inflating the money supply. That causes the prices of goods and services to rise. The rise in prices is the symptom, is the effect of the cause. Inflation is making more money. Just watch that and then you'll know. This is where we're getting into what this is. So Salala is the app that you use to generate HYRA. I haven't heard anyone else pronounce this yet, so I don't know if it's said Hyperas or Hyperas. I don't know. But I use the term HYRA because it's obviously pronounced HYRA. But Salala, okay, and this is so freaking easy to sign up. It's not like creating a Coinbase or a Wells Fargo account. You don't even need to verify. Look at I created this account for my buddy just like in the other one, and right here, unverified. But he's still earning. Just by verifying doesn't give you any extra bonus. I think that if you verify later on when they come out with their wallet, it pertains to that then. I don't think you don't have to verify now. It doesn't give you any extra special perks or anything. And I also believe that I can freely purchase. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could easily purchase one of these nodes without having verified because it gets purchased through your Google Play Store. And that I am verified on. But however, I'm going to leave a link to every one of these that you see right here. Every one of these websites. I'm not Arbitum one. That's something different. That shouldn't even actually be in this category. That should be in the crypto. But here's the website for Salala. AI Edge. I'm going to go through these websites because they use terms and they explain it way better than I can. And I'm just going to read through. You can read through it for yourself, but I'm just going to like speed read and I might jumble it up by reading so fast and just so here you can do it for yourself. But I will end up clarifying. I'm going to make this is what because I've been on this now for 2 months and I've been deeply looking into this. Every single day I spend at least 10-20 minutes on this. I spent a lot more time on this last month looking into this, and that's why I'm so crazy. Like, HYRA and Salala, get Salala and get your HYRA on, man. Because here, look at my balance. This is my buddy's who has not purchased any of those Qualcomm packages. So if people have extra $50 or $100 laying around and they go and invest it in some crypto or Bitcoin or something, right? Well, I did have an extra $100 at one point, and I was able to go and buy one of these nodes. And if I go into I believe it's here, and I go into, all right, Turbo right here. So I had bought Turbo on 11/1, and it expired. It was a 20-day usage. It expired on the 21st, and it's the 24th now. So I had bought the Turbo for $100. It came out to like 106 with tax. But when you are running without one of those packages and you're running it for free, run this auto in the background and check it 2-3 times a day. Just make sure it's on, because even though I have my settings set without it interrupting or with the battery unlimited, I don't know what triggers it to shut off. As long as I leave it like this, as long as I leave the phone charged in and the screen on and I don't touch it, it doesn't turn on. It will stay on for as long as I don't touch the phone. And I'm not sure what cuts it off. I don't know if it's a phone call, or sometimes I will use these when I have something going on, like recording on this phone here. I'll go in and I'll use these because they're a backup and I haven't deleted any of my stuff off here. So I'll go and I'll use these, and every now and then something will kick it off, and just check it once or twice a day and make sure that your Salala app is running. So I'm going to tell you everything that you can do to maximize without giving a single dollar. If you don't want to spend nothing on getting these, I'll tell you need to get as many HYRA as you possibly can right now. The exact same way that guy, Banfield, I think, or something, Jerry Banfield, the same way that he is so passionate about ICP and has caused me to invest some of my money in ICP. I put a couple $100 into it. Well above what he is encouraging people. He's encouraging people to get, I think it was like 50 or $100. I put extra, more than what he suggested. But I actually forked up real money for that. I don't know of a way where you can earn ICP passive in the background. Okay. And so as passionate as he is about ICP, I'm the same, if not more, about this. Okay, so here's the distinction between social good, and as well as there is another one. I don't think I have it installed on any of these phones. Darn, I only have it installed on the one that I'm recording on right now. But there is another one that I just stumbled upon not 2 days ago. I literally just stumbled upon it so recently. And this other one is called BlockDAG. I think BlockDAG X1, I believe, right here. And I have installed BlockDAG. I did do this. You don't get it. You have to do this. You have to install it as an APK file. But I did trust it. I actually discovered this through I'm in a Telegram group for the Salala and the HYRA. And in that Telegram group, there was a link for this. And because it's what they weren't strangers. I mean, I don't know the people in real life, but they're in a group that I've been talking in with now for a couple months. And so they're not like, you get the sense that they're not scammers, because they're consistently talking in a community where we're all bonding. And scammers typically don't run in those circles as part of that community. They kind of hang out at the fringe, and they won't chat and they'll be a member of the group, but they won't talk in the chat. They won't participate. But what they'll do is they'll target people within that group and they'll DM them personally. So I didn't get this link from a personal direct message from somebody. I got this link from within the actual group page. And so people were talking about it, and I liked what I had seen people talking about it, and that's why I had downloaded it and gave it a shot. But I want to quick show you in comparison to this Salala, HYRA versus BlockDAG. Now, I do believe that there is honest legitimacy behind this BlockDAG. They are a far cry when it comes to the laughable social good app with all of those ads and linking up with retailers and just the whole thing about social good, the whole business model, just, it screams like it's, don't even try social good. Don't even, just forget about it. Forget that I even showed you social good. So this one it automatically logged me in through my Google. But, this one here it's doing kind of the same thing as what Salala does. There's not as much on BlockDAG that I could find. There is some resources. It does have its own white paper. Actually, if you go here and you go to, I believe I went to facts. Let me figure out where it was that I went. Can interact. Doesn't have a built-in community interaction forums or user interact with having this feature. Maybe consider in the future developments. Group? No. I wonder, maybe there is a Reddit about it. But let me go back to the website. Oh, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Can I visit? There we go. So here, Developer Hub. What is BlockDAG? Okay, here, you can read about it right here. There you go. You can read about it right there. There's some stuff you can read about it. I like to hear that word decentralized. That's what I like. Decentralized anything. But here, what I'm really looking for is like the white paper. That's what I want to find. I always want to go find the white paper of anything. I like that. The fact that the CEO has a picture of himself along with his LinkedIn. I'm going to learn more about this. So what I do when I find stuff like this is I bookmark it. Where did I crypto move here? And I'm going to bookmark all of these pages. I'm going to go back one and bookmark that too. All right. We go find him again. Or was he? So I definitely am going to look more into him. I like the fact that there is resources like this, that they're putting their face to their name along with their LinkedIn profile and their position title. I like that. That gives me more confidence that this is legitimate. Because as you go look for something like this on social. If you find something like this on social good, leave it in the comments and let me know. Message me directly. This is what I'm looking for. I think it's the white paper is this. The DAG paper. And I don't know. Oh, download. Okay. And DAG paper V2. So there's two of them. I know that's what I want is the white paper right there. The fact that there's a white paper. Yeah. I'm going to read that later. Bet on that. I'm reading that tonight. There's news articles in technology, developer hub, home, about. Okay, we were already at the about. Testnet Explorer wiki. Oh, there's a wiki on it too. I'm definitely going to save that one. All right, so you see, you can find out more about this BlockDAG. That has me pumped. The fact that I was able to download the white paper rather than just completely reading it online. So, close out of that and go back to the BlockDAG app. I'm actually going to move that over to the mining collection. Move this up here, and I got boom. So, yeah, that raises my confidence a little bit. But the polished and UI, that has me pumped. The fact that I was able to find that info on this, and they were very transparent, saying that they didn't have a community in the app yet, but they're going maybe in the future. I want to look more on their website. I'm going to look more into that and I'm going to see if there is like a roadmap of what they have planned for the future. That's also something that's very important to me, because as I will show you here with Salala. Now, this can be a little bit overwhelming. There's a lot of elements to this. I had to take a couple days to figure this out. So, especially on your phone might be, hopefully it works a little better on your phone. The reason why on this, a lot of it looks so incredibly small is I like to go into my developer options. I'm a big fan of this. Go into my developer options, and I go down all the way to near the bottom. When you go to this section right here, right above the hardware accelerated rendering, when you go here where it says smallest width, I put that number up higher than what it normally is, and I'll just quick show you what this does if you don't know. If you're watching this about crypto, you're probably really well informed and capable, and you probably know what this does. But it changes the pixelation of your screen. So the lower you put the number, the bigger it makes things appear. It affects the resolution, just like when you plug a monitor into a graphics card or computer in the back of a computer, and you can literally change the resolution of your screen. That's kind of what this is for the phone. But I like my things to show up. So here, I'll just show you as an example. When you load up YouTube like that, it actually changes the layout of the YouTube. So if I go into my history, or if I go in, so see the bottom bar here? The buttons up here bigger. The layout is slightly a little bit. So let me go and close that out, and I'll show you what happens if you put the number smaller. I don't remember what the default was. I do know it was in the high 300s. Let me say 360, and hopefully that does what I'm looking for here. So it will change the layout of your YouTube in the sense that, see how that thumbnail is just chopped off there on the right. You can barely see it. So the most that I'm able to put is like 2 thumbnails on a screen. It squashes everything on screen. So I'd like to change. I think I gotta close it out for it to take effect properly. I have mine at 480. I don't like things all large and big like that. I like to see a whole lot on my screen. I don't care if it's small. The screen is so good anyway. It's so high detail that it shows things very nice. I think I was at 496. That's not a bad screen at all. And let me show you. Now that it refreshed, now look, I have 3 thumbnails on my screen. I prefer that. That's why everything is so small. And it applies for almost everything. I like to see more on my screen. And I like things to be, I don't know, more compact. Not so small where it's darn near impossible, but that's what I prefer. And that also is why it affects this app too. And that's why things are so small. This history button, the circle, and this one, they're both the exact same. They both do the same thing. And if you click them, they can be hard to click if they're that small. I think they updated it, or they're doing something, because there's supposed to be a graph that loads up even under this All tab. And for the last couple days, about 4 or 5 days from now, the graph hasn't been showing up. It does show up under these when you go into each individual one. I hope they update it and bring it back. So anything that you have any statistics under, it will show up. And they used to have under all, see all these have different colors, like there's light blue and there's dark blue. So what had happened was under all, it showed the graph broken down with all those colors, and that hasn't been happening the last couple of days. But anyway, this is me right here. This is mine. I'm at level 7, and that's what I have currently right now, is 16,696. That's just in this app. We're going to get to something else here in a bit. but because I have more elsewhere and I'll show you. That's what I have in this app. That is a collection that I've earned through this auto trading. That's auto training for the AI. This runs in the background, and you get probably, oh geez, I don't remember what it is per day. I forget, man. I wish I knew that. So I've been running. Let me see if there's a way to see how long ago I created this guy's account for him. I know that I created this less than a month. It was between 3 and 4 weeks ago that I created this guy's account. But I don't know if there's a way to actually get a date on it. This is my buddy's account that he's let me run for him. And the reason why I wanted to get a whole nother account on this phone rather than just using my account on both, let me show you. Because I'm about to buy a lot of a whole bunch of cheap discounted phones. And I'm about to go stomping on this the same way that people were buying up graphics cards back in 2018, 19, when there was a GPU shortage for PCs. There's going to be a shortage by me on phones. If I go into my network, this is my buddy's network, and you can see how it says 0 direct referrals, and there's only one device. That's this device, and he's only running it on one. On mine, I have 2 direct referrals. I can click this tiny little button. Again, go to this network tab, and you click this little thing here. Now, I have 2 referrals. That Willie Lee is this guy right here. And for everything that he's training right here, if I go into mine over here and we show my history, click that little circle, and we'll go here to device training. Okay, so I'm explaining what I understand this is. The device training, these are what this phone in my hand, this one has generated what you're seeing here. And I'm also running this. The reason why I have multiple devices back here, according to, there's 5 total devices. Okay, so I have it running on this one that I showed you before. This is the cheap government generic one. I have no other use for it. I used to have Alfred camera, and this was mounted up at an older place that I used to live at a couple months ago, and I was using this as an actual security camera off the Wi-Fi. And since I'm not there anymore, and I have Wyze cameras, WYZE, they're absolutely amazing. I love Wyze. I think it's like, I think I paid $20 or $30 or something like that for an annual subscription. And I love Wyze cameras. With the subscription that you pay annually for, I don't think there's a limit for how many cameras you can hook up. I think you can hook up with the free one. It's like 4 or 5 or something like that. But I only have 3. I have 3 Wyze cameras, and that's enough. But anyway, so since I have no other use for this phone, that's what it's doing. I literally let it just sit when I'm at work. I have had this literally just like that. That's what it does. And right there. I just leave it like that all day long. I actually leave it over here on this table, just out of my way. And I'm about to go and buy as many of these as I can get. I'm trying to get like 40 or 50 of these phones, and then I can link them to my Wi-Fi box, and I just let them sit there like that. I'm gonna get a couple power USB power strips. There's long ones that there's a 20 port, and I could plug in like 2 20 ports into this because I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got 8 outlets on this thing, 2 over here, 4 on the top, 2 over here, and all of that's gonna get unplugged. I'm gonna reorganize all of it. I'm going to get two 20-port power strips for 40 of those cheap phones, or whatever phone equivalent to that, whatever phone I can get for like 30, 40 bucks a piece. I'll buy 40 of these phones. I'm not kidding, literally. And I will just let them sit there running. I'll check them once a day, every morning before going to work. I'll just go through them all and make sure, just turn them. All I got to do is without the passcode, they're not going to be locked. I'm just going to go like that. Boom. Is it run? I'll just hit the power button on all of them. Boom, 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 and make sure that that's checked and make sure that they're running. And then I'll just hit the screen off. Check them every day. That's why I have, so I showed you the two direct referrals, my two buddies. And this one is the one referral. The devices is these two. This one, the one that I'm recording on with, is running. And I also had, unfortunately, that fifth device isn't running, even though I had it running. I'm not quite sure actually what happened. I think I lost that phone. Yeah, it was a phone that had something happen to it. I'm not going to talk about that. So there's actually 4 devices right now running, not 5. And this is very, very relevant because what I need to explain why right now, just like that, Brainfield is talking about ICP and getting in on it now. Like this is the opportunity of the guys who made millions off of Bitcoin. That's what this is. This is going to get way better. Just stick around. Bear with me. I know there's a lot to cover, but in order for you to feel confident as much as I am about this and to realize that I genuinely do not think that this is anything like a scam. I think that I am really backing this up. And compared to the website of the Block Dag, just check out these websites here of this. Just check out the websites of the Hyperas and Salala. Boy, are these things amazing. Because they explain it really, really good. I did not want to do that. I'm going to put the link to every one of these down in the bottom of this. Working with 2 phones can be a pain. So, here I have 2 websites for the Salala, and then these three here are the same as these 3 over here. Actually, you can organize them real quick to make it more easy to see what I'm talking about. So, sale. And I believe that's the HYRA wallet, the HYRA sale. We're going to go on all these. And then these 2 I think are somewhat okay. That was the video. Okay. That's what that was. That was the YouTube video. So we do not have over here the decentralized network. So what we need to do is we need to add Hyperas Chain.com en. Yes. Okay. So, whoops. So HYRA wallet, HYRA sale. Go over here, and then we have that. Okay, we have those 3 are the same. The top 2 and this left one. And then we have, we'll go and watch, well, we won't watch it, but I'll send a link to this. You're going to want to watch this. But what we need to go into first is just this one here, the decentralized network shaping the future of AI. And okay, so there's a lot of new terms as well too in the world of crypto that did not exist 10, 20 years ago. Blockchain, DApp for decentralized finance and applications. There's also DePIN or DePIN, however it's pronounced. It's decentralized physical infrastructure networks. And RWA is real world asset. You can click those links. I'll leave this link down there, and then when you go to this, you can click on that as well. But where I am most concerned about bringing your attention to is when I was referring over here that this is relevant, that I'm one person. Okay, this is what I want to point out. I'm one person, and I'm running 4 devices. Okay? And when you go over here to this is the most important part that I have not found on anything else ever to this point. I have not found something like this about social good. I haven't found it about ICP. I haven't found this even about that block tag. I hope that as I do more looking into that block tag, that I would find something like this. But this is what really, when I read this is what caught my attention. I read this back in the beginning of September. And this really threw my this got me jumped. And what I did when I read this, I immediately jumped on the purchase. And I purchased some of these HYRA. So I'm going to go show you where this is where we're at on the decentralized explanation. I had immediately jumped over to the sale. And fortunately, very fortunately, I was so lucky that when I had gotten over to this, and I haven't heard anything about this at that point, except for when I was just then, it was maybe 10, 20, 30 minutes reading about it, and I was going down, and I hit on that road. When I read that roadmap, I went and I immediately went back up to, I was like, oh, where can I buy it? Where can I buy it? And I went and I saw the wallet tab up there. I immediately connected my wallet. So if we actually go to the sale here, we look at the history. I believe it's on this phone here. Round 3, yes. I actually went and converted some of the Ethereum from my Coinbase into HYRA. So not only do I have the 16,000 on this one phone, I have about 10,000 right here that actually paid for instantly. And when I had purchased them, the round 3, at that time it was live. There was 2 days left. It said 40 something hours left. This was counting down for it. It had a button where you could actually buy it. And actually you can see right now there's no way to buy it. There's no button. But the button was there, and I bought it with 2 days to spare. I don't know how long that this round 3 community sale was up for, but man, was I fortunate enough not only to have had some Ethereum in my Coinbase, but I was fortunate enough to be able to connect my account, my wallet from Coinbase to here, and I went down, boom, and I was able to purchase, that's about $60 at the time it was of Ethereum. It was about $60 worth of Ethereum, and I got about 10,000 HYRAs. So I'm sitting on HYRAs. Just you wait, watch where I'm getting with this. Okay, that you could potentially buy it now. And when I bought it, that's what it was. It was 0.006. It was just 0.001 over half a penny. It was just over half a penny when I bought 9,993 of them. So the funding right here, the funding round ended. So I believe even if I tried to right now purchase with some of what I have left, I don't think that I would actually be able to complete that. But I would have to, I think my balance is too low. I would have to move some of my crypto. I would have to convert some from some other that I have into more Ethereum. But I'm not going to do that right now because I have what I have in Coinbase right now. It's settled right where I want it. I don't want to change nothing right now. This is what really got me jumped on this. Now, all of this is relevant, and go through that on your own and check all of that. But one thing real quick before I get to this roadmap was you can judge the legitimacy, the sincerity, and the you can judge on the fruit of someone's product of their labor. And let me just say that when I had first come to this website, not the sale one, when I first landed on this website, this decentralized, to read about it, and I was reading about it, I'm kind of familiar with layer 3, web 3, all of that. I know what some of this stuff is. I'm not like an industry expert, but I'm not an idiot either. And this stuff speaks to my heart. I can understand what they're talking about here. And just look at how this website works. Right now, show me the website of something else in the works relating to anything relating to crypto and Web3 and decentralization. Show me a website like this. Show me one even half as much as this, right? Prove me wrong. Because I have not, in all of and I do research, I do my digging, and I have yet to come across a site like this. Like, this tells me that there's some work going on behind this. And when you're scrolling down, look at this website. Look at that. Not only is their description, like they're being extremely descriptive. They're offering mountains of information about what they're doing. The website scrolls down and down and down and down, and look at all of what they're talking about. And look at how they're explaining it. No website yet about something to invest in have I ever seen work like this. This really impressed the crap out of me. And then, so we're right here right now at quarter 3, quarter 4, okay? And this is coming into play where I was talking about how if you go into Salala, and I'm one person that has 4 devices, okay? We're right now in quarter 3, quarter 4. We're in quarter 4, 2024, and their goal, their roadmap for the phase 2 expansion, this started back in 2022, okay? And this is what they've done since. Read this for yourself and look at what they're doing, okay? Some of this I don't understand, but a lot of it I do, okay? And you don't have to understand it, but just reading it and seeing the complexity and the task that they're putting for themselves and what they're doing to shape the future. Nothing. ICP. I'm sorry, Brandley. Keep forgetting your name, man. Where's he at? The ICP guy. Banfield. Jerry Banfield.
You're about to experience an incredible...
Yes, we are. You are about to experience an incredible opportunity. Jerry Banfield. I try to remember your name, man. I appreciate your videos. I am definitely a fan of ICP. But the reason why I felt compelled to do this video is because I can only find this kind of research on it. And the videos that I've been able to find on YouTube they seem more like marketing videos rather than, and they don't really have things of substance that explain exactly really what they're doing. So like real quick with this, it seems like more of a catchy video, like an advertisement. Then it's not really telling you the grittiness behind it.
In a rapidly changing world, the AI wave is sweeping across the globe, transforming how we live and work. AI offers endless opportunities, but current AI development faces significant limitations. The cost of AI development remains a major challenge, while billions of smart devices are underutilized in their computing potential. The world needs a new solution. Born from the vision that data is not only a valuable asset, but also the foundation for sustainable innovation and development. Hyperas, a blockchain AI...
Oh, he just pronounced it. Let me get that right.
Data is not only a valuable asset, but also the foundation for sustainable innovation and development.
Hyperas. All right.
Layer 3 was created to solve this problem. Harnessing computing power from billions of edge devices worldwide, Hyperas creates a powerful and flexible decentralized platform. Hyperas integrates advanced technologies such as federated learning, blockchain, and edge computing. Hyperas, integrated with the D app Salala, provides a complete ecosystem for distributed computing power and AI development support. Salala, the decentralized AI infrastructure platform, uses distributed computing technology to label data.
I never knew that. I never knew that about the phones.
Tasks.
It only shows up through the camera. I can't see that with the naked eye. That's nuts.
Data security.
Anyway,
Contribution is recorded.
go ahead and I'm going to leave a link for this video below my video when I go to upload. Yeah, when I go to upload this one. Anyway, that's where it was at, right there. So what I was going to show was, I want to go back to that roadmap. That's what I was looking for. Quarter 3 and 4, 2024. So this is where we're at. And what they have planned right now, their goal is to get 2 million user milestone achievement. Okay? They want 2 million users. I think they're falling just a little tiny bit behind that. And I'm hoping that I can help out. I'm hoping that you can help yourself and me and them and the world. There's nothing but benefits in this. You can help yourself. You can help the Hyperas. You can help me. And you can help Salala. And you can help the world by jumping on and running this. If you have a spare extra phone, tablet, anything, just laying around, not doing anything when you're out at work, whatever, get the Salala app. I'll leave a link to all of this. I'm going to have like half a dozen links, if not 10, 12 links. I'm going to leave them organized, laid out. So I'm going to put the link to Salala, the app Salala first. And then I'm going to leave a link to all the Hyperas web pages right here. And a link to that YouTube video that we were just watching. And anything else relevant too. And then I'm going to also leave a referral link, because you will also be able, by copying my referral link when you sign up with Salala, you will get a small, tiny little bonus. I will too. I will benefit. But what happens is, by using that link and you becoming part of the cluster that I'm creating, it's not only a win for me, it's a win for everyone attached to that cluster. It's not that I'm the only one to benefit off of everyone that uses my link. It's everyone connected to that cluster. The more that people are connected to that cluster, everyone benefits from it. So it's not just me getting the referral benefit. By using, you could go ahead and start your own and have people put your own link out there and start your own cluster real small. But if you want to join into an already established started cluster, go ahead and join on this one. This one's growing, and this will give you a head start. I'm going to leave this a copy of this whole thing right here. All you do is click that, and then when you sign up, make sure, absolutely make double sure that you're putting that CA3B into the referral section when you first sign up with Salala. And you will join into this cluster, and everyone benefits off of everyone joining. There's no stacked benefits that are going in one area more than another. So help join this cluster. And what I'm going to point out here is how here on the home of this, it's saying this actually has updated just in the last couple minutes. Because it was at 200 something, now it's at 302. And what they're showing here is there's 1,295,302 devices. That's devices that are connected. So if you realize that I'm one user that has four actually running, it says five, but I don't have that fifth one. Like I said, I have 4 running devices. Who knows how many devices some of these other users may be running? Like I'm about to do, like I just said I was going to do. I'm going to buy 40 phones that I can for as cheap on eBay as I can. And I'm going to run them in a power strip. And so I would add literally 40 more devices to this as one user. But what they're trying to do here, as they're saying in this roadmap, is their want for the end of 2024 is to have 2 million users. And this is an investment that's not going to get you rich quick. This is an investment that is going to, when this takes off, I can say with absolute certainty that I am extremely positive that this is going to be a killer opportunity, because show me anybody else right now who has a roadmap like this. Okay, and I'm expecting that if you put in for Hyperas right now and you get Hyperas for less than a penny, for it's right now a 6, it's 6/10. Yeah, it's 6/10 of a penny, as we saw on the one on the purchase website. Is over right here. This purchase right here. This purchase HYRA. Buy now before the price increases. The expected listing price when they put this on the chain, come next year, within a couple months, it's going to almost practically double right out the gate. 0.01. That's 1 penny. And right now it's 0.006. That's 6/10 of a penny. Or you basically say 3/5. And I accidentally closed out that one tab. I did not want to do that. That was the sale. That was Hyperas. Don't know. Go to history. HYRA wallet. That's what we want. .com en wallet. Okay. Yep, that's what we want. HyperasChain.com and HYRAWallet.com. All right, because I want to go back down to this roadmap. This is important. Read here what they're doing right now as we speak, and then look at what's coming after Christmas in quarter 1 and 2 of 2025. So what they either are doing or have done is they're making strategic partnerships with hardware manufacturers, and that is huge. When that happens in the next coming months to a year, that's huge. Not only is there expansion of the AI service offerings, there's the marketplace launch, the network growth, integration with edge devices. They're just going to keep polishing out the bugs and making this more and more crazy off the wall, an amazing experience. Support for major operating systems. I think that means maybe like Windows, Linux, maybe even like PlayStation and Xbox might be able to run this in the background. Because how often, like, people don't play 24/7 nonstop. And eventually those consoles are turned off and people go to sleep or go to work or go to school. So, leaving that console on in the background to do something, maybe while it's even in idle mode, hopefully that, I don't know about consoles like PlayStation and Xbox when they're in idle. They do have some stuff. I know they can download in the background, like you can set it to do updates or something, but hey, that's something for them to look into. But the marketing and I hate marketing, but communication acceleration, mainnet blockchain launch right there. That's important, because that mainnet blockchain launch, what they're talking about right there, that they're doing now, by the end of this year when it launches, right out the gate, the $60 that I've already put in is gonna jump that $60 is going to go up to like 110, because when it doubles, when they're talking about, it's over here on this other tab. When they were talking about the price going from, 0.06 to 0.01, I mean. But that's what I believe that means, is that blockchain launch. And then here, the cryptocurrency exchange listing. So, boy, am I super stoked when they go put this out. Hopefully, Coinbase supports it, man. Because I'm a Coinbase fan. I like I have crypto.com. I actually have their card, and I have a Coinbase card as well. And I like the crypto.com card, man. That thing's awesome. It looks like blue carbon fiber. It's crazy cool. But I've actually received comments when I'm using my Coinbase card to purchase things at the store. It's pretty cool. Because I unfortunately Coinbase has right now paused direct deposit. I was receiving my direct deposit directly into my Coinbase, and I really can't wait for them to bring that feature back. I had gotten a notice back in, I believe, like September, that they just now, literally in the last few days, it was the final day. But I had already changed my direct deposit because they gave me a good enough heads up that they were pausing that temporarily in November. And that sucks because now I have to get direct deposit to my actual US dollar American government overseen bank. But it's linked to my Coinbase, so I just buy it directly through there. But I like having direct deposit going into Coinbase. I hope they bring that back. But here, this is coming up after the holidays in the very beginning of 2025. So when everybody is out there at all these different drops, watching big sausages and big pumpkins and these big balls dropping, and they don't even, 90% of people don't even know what the hell they're celebrating come to New Year's. They're just celebrating to celebrate. They're not even celebrating a thing for meaning, for culture and tradition. They're just celebrating because they want bread and circus. But this is what I'm going to be celebrating. This is going to be my New Year's. This is my ball drop. Leadership in decentralized AI server infrastructure, partner ecosystem expansion, API, SDI toolkit provision. I'm familiar with what API is, and I think SDK is somewhat similar to that if it's mentioned here in the same thing. What my understanding is what API is for, say, for example, you go to like a Walmart.com or Lowe's.com, or you go to any store, their website, and you go to checkout, and it gives you the option to check out with PayPal. Okay? The API toolkit, PayPal's API toolkit, is what that button and feature, that function on somebody else's website, that's what that is. It's called an API, I've heard API plugin. As you see here, it's API toolkit. And so a PayPal API, or say, for example, like a Square or Clover API, when they plug that into a retailer's website, that's what that is. It gives you the option to use their service to check out with. And that, I like to see that talked about here. To have an API, an SDK toolkit provision, to have the ability, possibly, they may even be hinting at PayPal right there with that. But having the integration to make the transactions a little bit more easier, giving more options for, I don't know, maybe you have Bank of America or Wells Fargo or whatever, JP Morgan, whatever bank you have, maybe that will definitely increase it'll make Hyperas jump up in price after that, because it'll make more people want to hop onto this without all the difficulties. Because right now it seems like there's a couple steps right now in order to jump in to doing this. So this is only for the really hardcore people that already have some background, or it's like they've already learned, they've already studied. This isn't for the people who have kept a blind eye and have been out busy doing parties and living just a normal life and just dismissing and ignoring all of what's coming with the new future technologies and crypto. But this here is going to open the doors up for those simple-minded people. And here, AI service enhancement, optimization, community events and workshop organizations, AI DApp development, decentralized app development. That's what that means. Competition and funding. And right here, this is important because here, again, this is Q1 and 2 of next year. This is within the next 6-7 months. Official HYRA wallet launch. So in the exact same way that you have right here, in the exact same way that you have Coinbase and Coinbase Wallet, you're going to end up seeing that there will be a Hyperas wallet. It's not out yet, but that is what I had the other page that was so important for me to keep open. That was this website here. And when they talk about that launch coming next year, in the first and second quarter, you actually can't download it now because if I try to, right, I actually tried to do this. It says coming soon. Features under development. We will bring you. Oh, man. Well, I can't wait till the HYRA wallet comes out. Oh, man, is that going to be huge? That's going to be huge because you'll have the actual app, just like I have the Coinbase app, and then you'll have your browser extension, and then you have a HYRA card, just like I have my Coinbase and my crypto.com card, and I can show you my Coinbase one right now, as a matter of fact. I won't show you the back, but I can show you this front. This, I've had people comment on this when I literally do use this. I use this for gas a lot. And yeah, I have it's not with me right now. It's in my other room. But I have a crypto.com card. I don't actually use it as much as I do the Coinbase one, because, I don't know, I doubt it. But last I checked was, crypto.com doesn't, do the direct deposit. Otherwise I would use that. And that's the only reason why I had that Coinbase card with me, because of the direct deposit. But when this HYRA wallet comes out, oh man, this HYRA card, just imagine when this HYRA card comes. And also the other thing quick too is, if you go back into the Salala and you go to here, this Qualcomm nodes, and you look at the different, packages that they have here. Keep in mind, remember, I had already once bought this turbo, but look at the bonuses down here that they offer for when you buy these different packages. As you can see, for the 10 is only, you just get rewarded. That's it. You get a little extra rewards of HYRA. This one, you get rewards of HYRA. Obviously, this one's a 10-day usage. This one's 15 days, and you get a lot more. But when I bought the 100, that's why my phone has 16,000 HYRA. 11,199 of them came from this running for 20 days. I believe it is actually on the phone that I'm showing you right now at this moment. No, that's my buddy's. But let me show you on this one. That's where you see my 16,700. So if you do the math, and you figure out whatever 16,700, do the math and subtract the 11,000, just say 200, say 11,200 and subtract 16,700 from it. And you get, I used to be able to do the math that quick in my head. I have to do arithmetic more, to get faster at it. So I have 16,700, minus, 11,200, and that's 5,500 in less than 2 months. It's November, just over, because about September 20th is when I landed on all of this stuff. I was pretty sure it was like September 20th, 21st. So it's been a few days over 2 months. And in a few days over 2 months, I have gotten a little over $5,000 in Hyperas for just doing this, for just running the auto function right there. It wasn't until about a week ago that I discovered this. I was losing out a whole lot because I did not realize I had tried to click this button before, and it was I was going like that, and it wasn't doing anything. But I had accidentally clicked it on one of these phones, and I was like, whoa, holy crap. So again, because of how I had the settings of my display, I think that is why I had to be really right on it. And if I give it a couple taps, you can see there, boom. And it immediately gives me 10 HYRA after 12 hours. So basically, what that's doing, this is a free version of running extra Qualcomm nodes. If you hit this little Qualcomm thing right here and go and actually purchase one, it's basically a free version of this. And instead of getting 1,000, or instead of getting 5,000, or like I did and getting 11,000, you're getting 10 of them for 12 hours. And that's what that is. But still, I mean, 10 of them for what could potentially 10 Hyperas, that could be worth hundreds of dollars in the next coming years. I mean, now you can see why I'm going to be running 40 different phones and getting this. The other thing too, why you would want to get on this if you're interested, getting in on it right now and not waiting at all, is if you go back to the website here where you go to the Hyperas sale purchase, look at where did it say this? Total supply. Right here, look at what it's telling you. The blockchain is Hyperas, and it's running on the Arbitrum, and the type of token is utility and governance, and the total supply is 50 billion. That's 9 zeros after the 50, so just to make clear, that's billion. Okay? And if we go, there was some, where did I read that? They said how many have been minted so far. 36, I think is what they're talking about there. It's the dollar amount, but I think 36,530,000 raised. I believe that's what that's saying. That's how early in this is. Look at this bar right here. I believe, I could be wrong, but I think this dot will fill. Only 1.208% has sold out. That means that there's potentially like 97.7 something percent that's still available out of the 50 billion. It's so early on. It's so early in the beginning stages. And with what they plan on doing with this, you're going to want to get within the first 5% right here. And the next funding round, when is that? There was a countdown. Sale duration, that was September 24th to October 24th. And it was literally like the 20th or the 21st of October. I was on it for just over a month, and it was literally days before the duration of this sale ended that I was able to make my swap of Ethereum, that I was able to do this. It shows up over here. It doesn't, for some reason, it doesn't show up on this phone. Because there's a different, it's the same Coinbase wallet, but it's a different wallet code that I had associated with it here. And that's why it's not showing up here on this one. Yeah. It doesn't. Wait, round 3. Oh, yep. It doesn't show up on this one because I actually made the purchase with this phone. This is what I think round 1. Wait, what did I do? I didn't want to do that. I don't know what I did. Okay. Here, round 1. Okay, round 1 is over. Round 2. So this is going to be the next chance that you have to buy Hyperas. If you put some money into your Ethereum right now, it doesn't have to be on Coinbase, but if you put some money into an Ethereum wallet, whether it's a cold wallet or on an exchange, and you have if you link your wallet, like here, like I did, it'll be a pink wallet symbol up here, and you go through the thing to link it, and then down here, the next chance to buy it is right. This you said in February. Round 2 is coming up February 17th in 85 days. And, best believe I'm going to be ready for it. It's already in my calendar. I had already put it in my calendar back when it said like 97 days left. So I'm going to be ready to purchase some. And then the next round 3 is going to be 151 days from now, is on April 24th. And I'll purchase more then too. That's why I have all these pages bookmarked. Man, I can't wait for this wallet to come out. Just check on this, man. This is going to be huge. And when this wallet comes out, this card, I want to get a wallet that has like a screen on it. I can't wait. I hope I'm going to be able to use it like my Coinbase. I hope I'm going to be able to use it to actually spend the HYRA, just like Coinbase. I hope I can use this in the store as a conversation starter. Oh, man. So the reason why I wanted to show all of that is if you do decide that you like everything you're seeing, and I'm not a financial advisor, so, excuse me, do your own due diligence and make the decision for yourself. I'm not pushing this on anybody. I'm only making the video because I've had to repeat everything I just said in the last hour and 40 some minutes. I've already went through all this like 6, 7, 8 times just in the last couple of weeks. Because I meet someone else who is real passionate about this new emerging, everything that's happening. And we get in on it and I tell them about, hey, have you heard about social good? Yeah, blah, blah. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. And I'm like, well, don't worry about that. I only mentioned that because I want to see if you heard of it. But something similar to social good, like, dude, I've been looking into this thing, the app called Salala that helps you make Hyperas, and short HYRA. HYRA is like the ticker name for it. That's the short name. Like Bitcoin is BTC. So, that's why I'm making a video of it, and I'm trying to cover everything that I have discovered on this. I know there's going to be, something that I'm going to forget. There's going to be more than one thing I'm going to forget. And I'll probably have to make a couple more videos to cover all of this. There's just so much. But I am so impressed with the websites of Hyperas, with this app called Salala, and what you can earn it for free just tapping that thing up here that I showed and then having this run auto. You can earn it now for free. You don't even have to have a couple $1,000 computer system and be worrying about buying all these graphic cards. You can literally run this on a freaking free government phone. You can run it for a phone that's not even, you couldn't even buy this for, I would not spend $10 on this piece of junk. You can't do anything with a phone like this other than what I'm doing. You could barely watch YouTube on a phone that's this crap, let alone play any games. You can't even play solitaire on a cheap phone like this. Just make sure that it's run. Oh, and look, it turned off. It turned off. That's why I check it constantly. I'm checking it constantly to make sure that that's running in the background. So I'm going to double check and make sure, because I don't believe that I started it for him on here. No, I did not. I started it for me on this phone, and because I am logged into both of these, it shows that I have 11 hours and 50 minutes on both of them in order to, right there, 11 hours and 50, 11 hour 50. But I do want to start it on this one, who I have the other guy's account. So I'm going to go up here and start this bonus. Boom. There we go. Got it. 10 HYRA after 12 hours of cloud training. And it's generating all of these down here. You see there's a fraction. It's like it's 0.03. I'm getting rewarded for every one of these tasks that take about 25 to 35 seconds in total. Now, this is another thing that I wanted to make a clear distinction on. This phone is running this auto thing, and it's generating these rewards independently of this phone on the same account. I'm getting basically, well, triple rewards because each one of these are getting independently rewarded for these small tasks that are auto running. However, when you train on the node at the top here, that you can only do at one time per account. It's another reason why I set my buddy up here, my buddy Willie, on this phone. So mine is on both of these, and my buddy Willie is on that one. And it's another reason why when I get 40 phones, I'm going to be running 40 phones on 40 different accounts. I'm not going to be running them all under my one account. I'm going to literally make 40, like, I guess you could call them dummy accounts. I hope that's allowed. I guess I'll find out the hard way in the long run if that's not allowed. I probably, to be on the safe bet, what I'll do is I'll run maybe 10 phones on dummy accounts, and then I'll run the other 30 on my account just to be on the safe side. That's what I'll probably do. Because the reason why is when you go into here, I not only want total devices, I also want to get direct referrals too. Because if you go here, not here, if you go into this tab, this history, this one of these dots, one of these circle things, and you go into your history, not only do I get the bonus for referral devices, you get this for every other device that you have logged into. You're going to get these bonuses. Not only you're going to get the bonus, but the reason is I also get, it doesn't show up on anymore. It showed up before they did away with that graph under all, because I said, like, there was a graph that showed up here under all, and it showed it said DIR referrals, just like it says over here. It said DIR referrals, and then if you go into here, or not there, here, and then how it says, see how it says ref devices? That's referral devices. That, it said DIR referrals, and it doesn't show the referrals anymore. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on my device. Send this code to invite friends to download the Salala app, expand your cluster, and receive an additional 25% referral bonus, along with any other exciting rewards, such as cluster level upgrades and revenue sharing from the project's global pool. So that's what I was talking about with the cluster. If you use my code and join into that cluster, everyone benefits, not just me. I think I have covered the Salala app and the Hyperas websites. There's one last thing that I want to show you, that you can gain an additional amount of Hyperas as well. There's one other area, and you can't, so how I can make more with more phone devices, you can't, it doesn't matter if you have 4 or 40 or 100 phones. The only way that you would be able to make more this way is under multiple different accounts. Because I only have one Telegram account, and I don't want more than one Telegram account, this only, so if I go in here, I'm going to show you, you go to, I'm going to leave a link to this group. I think share, help, report. I think there's a way that I can, yes, right here, share. Okay, I'm going to leave a link right here to this group that what it will do is if you have a Telegram, cool, then just click that and it'll pop you right into the Salala training AI. If you don't yet have a Telegram, well then I would say maybe get one. It can't hurt. But you should get one. Then when you get into this, it's going to take you right to here. And this is all there is. It's not a 1,000 long bunch of messages to scroll through. And that's what I like about this. Basically, it tells you what it does. And then it tells you down here, get it started. So you go down here and you click launch. Either launch here or launch there. It doesn't matter. It does the same. When you launch it, and I haven't launched it since earlier today, so it should be available. Yeah. And this one, instead of this one being for 12 hours, like what this one is, it's pretty much the same exact thing as this. You're basically running a very small amount of nodes that's on the cloud. You get to do it for free. And for this one, you have to do it every 3 hours. Oh, I did do it not too long ago. I did it 2 hours and 10 minutes ago. Wait. Yeah. Is that right? No. Okay, no, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I did it 2 hours, 59 minutes ago, and 40 seconds ago. So watch, wait for this to count down. This is every 3 hours. So wow, I got so lucky to catch it right at the tail end. Just like in the Salala app, you can also, you can see your cluster in your profile and your task. But there's a whole bunch of bonuses in here that you can do. Boom, it reset. Press claim and start to claim rewards and continue training. Boom, just gave me more rewards. And I'm training, it says that's how much I'm getting per hour. So in like 3 hours of training, I'm getting like maybe a little more than 3 or 4 Hyperas. I think you can click on here on, whoops, I didn't want to do that. I think if you click on, was it tasks? I have completed a lot of them. Oh, there's your daily check-in. Make sure you do this too. Look at that. You can earn them right off the bat for free with just checking in. But here is a whole bunch of them that I completed. 5, 10, 15, 20, 17, 19. I got 20 of them right there already. 20 of them right there. There's 2, there's 5, there's 5 more, there's 5 more. I don't have a LinkedIn. I don't want a LinkedIn, so unfortunately I don't want to claim those. There's two that I haven't done yet. Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I did send this link to the one over here that Willie's on, but I haven't signed it up and completed it because unfortunately I'm logged into my Telegram on this, and I don't know. I don't want to do a Telegram for Willie on there. Maybe I might. I don't know. When I get those other phones, I might own like 2 or 3 of those other phones. Make just like, I don't know. I'll make like 2 or 3 dummy accounts just to take advantage of some of these bonuses here. I might even do 10 of them. I'll make 10 dummy accounts on the first 10 phones just so I can get up to 10. and then I'll keep my Telegram on those other ones. Well, actually, no, because it doesn't matter how many Telegrams you have on your own account. You can only do this on, and because like, so how, remember, so I'm going to go show you this. So train AI, right? And you saw me do that here. I click claim on here and it's at 257. So you can't do it independent on Telegram on each phone because that Telegram account is linked to your Telegram no matter where you're logged in on. So just by clicking that button here, it basically clicked that button everywhere. And I'll show you what I mean here on this one. Same, it's my same account logged into both phones. And if I click launch, it's going to show the exact same time as this one is here. 256, they sync. It basically syncs across each device. So yeah, you can't duplicate that. But it's still extra Hyperas. That's it. Every little bit right now helps because potentially one Hyperas right now that's going for a little more than half a penny. Imagine taking a nickel. I actually have a nickel and a penny right here as a representation right now. So that right now, right here, I just had it in my hand. There. That is one Hyperas. Right there. And imagine in the next year or two, how many Hyperas that you buy for, no, not 6 cents. It's 0.06. So you're actually buying them for less than this. You get them now because you're buying them for 0.6 of a penny. That cost less than a penny each. Right now. Imagine in the next year or two, for every Hyperas that you buy for less than this, what happens in the next 1 or 2 or 3 years when Hyperas becomes worth one of those? That's almost 50 times half a 0.006 is almost half a penny. And this is 25 cents. That's almost 50 times your, whatever you will call it, your amount, your value, your money, your dollars, your worth. If Hyperas becomes 25 cents isn't a lot. And look at these tokens. Look at all this crazy, ridiculous prices of, and look at these meme coins. Ridiculous, and I call them stupid coins because they really are stupid coins. Yeah, I don't have anything in the stupid coins. I don't put stuff into stupid crap. I want to explore all, see all. So we go to top assets. Dogecoin. That's a joke. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with Dogecoin and the stupid crap. Shiba Inu, those are called meme coins. And Pepe, I don't mess with. I wish there was a way for me to hide it, like get it so it doesn't show up here. I wish I could block those things, but unfortunately, there's no way for me to. And Coinbase doesn't allow me to block it. But there's one. Where is it called? Look right here. I think it's not Litecoin. Is it It's Stellar Lumens. Yeah. Look at Stellar Lumens, for example. This is an example, and this is what catches my eye. If you go back to a year from now, for the longest time, this is just a 1 year. For the longest time, this thing has been usually around 10, 12, maybe 8 cents. It's been around a dime. Okay, and in just the last month, went from about a dime or less to now it's worth more than 2 quarters. There's people that have been buying a token or a coin or whatever for pennies. And I'm talking like this is an example of what I mean. People have been buying some stuff for pennies, and this stuff shoots up to be worth what still looks like oh, it's worth $2-3. Well, that's not that much. But what was it worth before it became $2 or $3? Where's this other one at that's worth way less than a penny? Not Stellar Lumens. Not Chainlink. It's one that I've actually been keeping a strong eye on. It might be, what's on my watch list? Is it Helium Mobile? Yeah, it's Helium Mobile. I've been keeping my eye on this really, really strong. And this is super, super, super cheap. 0.0006. That is, I don't know how many pennies, like a couple hundred pennies to equal, a couple hundred to equal one. Let me just do a quick calculator here to see what $1 would come out to. Usually that updates. Come on. Let me exit out, try to reset it real quick. Cause it was working earlier. Usually when I go to preview like that, let me go here to, what was that again? It was, Helium Mobile. And if I go and put in for $1, that's 733 mobile. For $1. Let me see what, 1 penny right now. It doesn't even want to calculate. It wants to freeze up again. Can I do it 1 cent? Yep. I don't know what's bugging out on me. Oh. I think because, well, it doesn't work for, it doesn't work for, I guess, anything less than $1. I mean, how many people buy fucking packs of cigarettes? A $9 or $10 pack of cigarettes that's crazy. 13,000 for $10. And that, nope, I'm not on the right phone. Let me show you what I mean by Helium Mobile. You want to learn about Helium Mobile? You want to understand why I'm invested in Helium Mobile? Why I've got $70 of it? Because I did this. I've read the paper, right? I looked into it. Okay? And not only did I look into it, guess what? This phone right here, this is a Helium Mobile phone. This phone is not T-Mobile anymore. This is an unlocked Motorola. And I pay renews in 21 days. I pay $20 a month, and I'm still on the T-Mobile tower. I still use a T-Mobile tower with this phone. $20 a month versus $70 a month with T-Mobile. And let me turn off the Wi-Fi, and I'll show you I still get 5G plus. I still get amazing, crazy, amazing, incredible data with this phone for $20 rather than $70. And check this out. That's my Helium number. This T-Mobile, no good no more. The SIM card's not even in the phone. It's an eSIM. The eSIM card status, Helium. Network lock unlocked. So not only am I vested in Helium Mobile digitally in crypto, but I'm actually a subscriber of it. And if I go into my billing history, I'll show you last month, 9 days ago, I paid like $9 out of my bank because there's this thing here. If you go into mapping, you can actually earn free helium just by going out and about, especially if you have a job where you're moving around the town a lot, if you're traveling. I actually have enabled the phone that I'm recording with is the phone that I enabled mapping on. And so you can only enable mapping on one phone at a time. And that's why it's bugging out on here, because I don't take, like I said, I don't take this phone with me anymore. And that's why it's not working. Let me see if I can re-enable it. Claim badge. I'm going to try to re-enable it on this phone so I can show you. I might have to actually restart the phone. Just noticed up there. Let me restart it real quick. So while that's restarting, I had been using that phone before I got this one that I'm recording with, and I was impressed with the speeds of download on a 5G network with Helium Mobile. And because I was traveling a bit more through the last month, a little more than a month, I actually had earned more than half of my phone bill just in mapping. They gave me about 11, 12 bucks. And the actual amount of that 20, it was like it's 20 something with taxes. There was only about $9 that came out. I looked into my bank app, and only about 9 something some change was actually charged for my phone bill. So that $20 a month, it was actually cheaper than 20 a month because I was mapping in the background, and they pay you for that. And there's also other advantages with Helium Mobile that you can get more helium as well too for free. Like, for example, here with the Salala app, on how you can help train the AI with a little bit of the processing power on your unused devices. You can also use your device to help, because what you're doing is you're helping this do all of these problems. You're helping it do these tasks. And that's beneficial, and so that's why you're getting rewarded for it. The same with Helium Mobile is you're getting rewarded for allowing them to use your phone to report areas that don't have good coverage. So that's why it's called mapping. So then they know, and now I don't have the exclamation point up here, which means I'm connected and I'm good. So let me go and re-enable the mapping. It says Helium Mobile collects location data when mobile mapping is enabled, even when the app is closed or not in use. When prompted, allow Helium Mobile to access your location while using the app, then allow always. Helium Mobile uses your fitness and motion activity to save on battery life while mapping. Accept. Sounds good. And now that I'm going to show you now they did an update some time back that doesn't allow you to, it doesn't have the graph, just like in here when it doesn't have that graph anymore. There was a way to see your graph, like they showed it and I don't know, I can't get to it anymore. I'm disappointed with that. But unfortunately, I wasn't walking around the last couple days, and so I wanted to show you here. This is an example. I was rewarded. Look, 582, 579, 580. Remember when I just put in $1 for in that Coinbase, what one Helium Mobile was? I think it was like 400 something for one Helium Mobile for $1. Double check. Helium Mobile. If I click on buy and I put $1 US, okay, so it's 732 for $1, okay? So if you're able to complete 40 what they call grids or something here, I'll be able to go in here and show you more what they mean. Hexes. So Helium Mobile Mapping. Mapping on Helium is easy and only requires a quick setup. And you don't even have to have the phone plan to do this. You can, because before this phone got unlocked, I had this app already installed, sorry, and I haven't yet paid the $20 for them to give me the eSIM. And I was mapping before I paid and actually activated the eSIM on here for data. So there's that too. And then if you can click read, and you can get Helium. So here again, you don't have to do this APK crap. You can just go right to the Google Play Store, and you can get Helium Mobile just like that, right from the Google Play Store. It's there. It's legit. Google did not take it down. You can go into here and click that more if you want to read on it yourself. But let's go back to the history of here, and this is per day. This is October 29th, and I got almost $1 because it's 700 something here. We just looked at it, and it's almost $1 for a whole day. I'm getting like 80, 90 cents a day. And as long as I complete an average of, say, 15 or 20 days a month, that's darn near half my phone bill that I just paid just by mapping because I was traveling. If you're going to be traveling anyway, why the hell not? That is real world payback, right? That's real right there. That is the direct effect that I like to see on my wallet. This social good doesn't have nothing on this. That social good app, after 2 months, that's why I'm about to just say I'm giving up and I'm going to delete the apps. Social good can't do that. So if I go into my account billing and I show you the history, bill history, I'm going to prove this. I'm going to show you my last invoice. I believe it was this one. There we go. Look, right there. So we have, it's a breakdown of all of this and my subtotal and my applied balance. Right there it's saying applied balance. It took 1088 of Helium Mobile, so I earned $10.88. And I could have potentially, if you had seen if you go back, you had seen that there were a lot of days when I didn't collect it. If I had, I probably could have paid the entire phone bill for that much for what they're showing there. I only paid $11.46. That is nuts. That is real world proof right there for your eyes. You just saw it. That's another reason why I'm invested in Helium Mobile, because I truly, if you read into it, look at it, I believe it might take off. So we have decentralization of telecom. We have decentralization of applications, of finance. I believe, and even there's YouTube videos I was just watching of, I forget the guy's name. They're talking about decentralizing medicine. And who knows, this can start getting into the decentralization of law enforcement, of government, and many, many other things. The decentralization is just starting. It's literally just starting. And it's about to carry over into almost every aspect of our lives. So there was a lot in here. Man, did I cover so many things, but mainly what I really wanted to focus on and bring attention to, because in the last couple of weeks, there's been many things that I've had people encourage me to do this, Many people said I should have done it, and I've been thinking about doing it, and I've been putting it off and putting it off. Well, there's a lot of things going on right now in my personal life that just made me tonight, I just like, you know what? I'm just doing it. I just did it. And, because it's not like some tight secret that I don't want people to let out. I want people to know about this. You're not going to stop me from buying Hyperas at damn near half a penny, because I'm still going to buy it when that sale happens. Heck, but what I think is going to benefit by the more people that I can get on by bringing awareness and attention by doing this, and I'm going to continue making more and more and more videos about this nonstop. I'm going to keep making updates right here, because there's a representation of how many devices are connected. And if you go to the roadmap, as I was showing you, their goal is to have 2 million people by the end of this year. And honestly, I hope they reach that goal. But I don't know. I'm gonna do my little part if I can get just one person to watch this video and join in. Hey, I hope you thank me when what I think is going to happen happens. And when you read about what's going on in their roadmap here, this is where we're at, and this is what they've already done. That already is boggling my mind. And then you look at what they've got planned for the future, and you're going to understand why it is expected for something like this to be so worth so much and to dramatically shoot up. Forget the thing going on right now with Bitcoin. I'm not even concerned in the slightest with the whole, there's just so much crap going on right now. There's so many videos. People won't shut up talking about it. And you got people from both sides of the fence, underneath the fence, on top of the fence, and at the ends of each fence, and not even near the fence in other yards. And they're all saying all this. Some people are saying this, some people are saying that, and nobody knows what the hell's going to freaking happen with Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure it is going to shoot up in price, but it can either go up or down or stay the same. There's so much crap out there right now. That's all people are talking about. And I don't care about that. Nobody's talking about this. This is what is important. Because no one's talking about it. Because I can't find, I looked and I don't see there. Hopefully, I would like to be able to claim that badge and honor of being the first one to actually talk about this, about Hyperas. They don't even have their own videos talking about it like this, like actually promoting it, like putting it out there. They have really, really cool, as you just saw that one, like they have really cool videos that are kind of like giving a very generic, like just kind of hinting at it, but they're not really going in on it. They're not breaking it down the way Mike Maloney breaks money and finance down for everyone to understand. There's no videos breaking it down like this. All of this I had to figure out for the last 2 months. I had to figure all this out on my own, and now I'm giving it all to you. And I hope that it would be a lot faster than, I know it's taking up a lot of time, but man, there's just so much here to cover. Some of the things that caught my eye here real quick that I didn't yet get to cover is last part that I mentioned that really had me going up there was the official HYRA wallet launch. I can't wait for that. And that's within a couple months coming up real soon. That's what I'm going to be celebrating my New Year's. And then we got 5 million user by the middle of next year, and another round of funding completion coming up that I showed you, that ticker counting down in February and April. And then you have marketplace launch, Salala AI marketplace, HYRA bridge and HYRA swap launch, cross-chain interoperability enhancement. That's important. Listing on top tier cryptocurrency exchanges, 20 million user milestone achievement by 1 year from now, in the next 12 months. Do you understand the difference between right now having less than 1 million people on this? And that's how soon, if you get in on this right now, If you get on this in the next couple days, in the next couple weeks, get on this before January of 2025, and you'll be within one of the first million people to have gotten in on this. And next year, in 1 year, they're going to go from less than one to, they're going to aim for 20 million users. Let's just say that they fall behind like they are still right now. Let's just say they hit 10 million users. That's more than 10 times the amount of users that would be using, well, I don't think using it quite yet, but that would be doing the Salala app or even the Telegram function and gaining it. Users, I don't mean by like people using Bitcoin or using the tokens as they are right now, for even though there's some exchanges actually taking place with them. I don't think that this would be quite used as a token of exchange, but it's definitely going to be an asset token. It just said up here what type of token it was. It's a utility and governance. So it's not a medium of exchange for payments. But the value that it is going to explode in this, man, I'd really like to get my man's thoughts on this. Sorry, I keep constantly forgetting his name, man. I'm gonna have to write his name down on paper so that I don't forget it. But it is Jerry Banfield, crypto. Jerry Banfield. Man, I hope, I'd like to make a comment or something and leave something with him to jump on this. I hope he starts. Man, I would like to see what he says about this and have him make it, because he can make a video better than I can about it. But look at what they've got coming in the works. The development of decentralized apps, acceleration on Hyperas, the HYRA wallet user interface improvement, the HYRA security card performance enhancement, new tools and SDK development for developers. What I believe right here that they're talking about when they mean the Hyperas security and performance enhancement. Oh, I thought they were talking about the wallet. The Salala AI and HYRA wallet user interface improvement. That means the HYRA app, I bet. They're going to make the HYRA wallet app even better than when they launch with it. The Hyperas presence strengthening in blockchain and AI communities, global marketing strategy implementation. So the blockchain goes to 30 million milestone achievement, Series C funding round. Trying to look for what really caught my eye here. Hyperas launch with groundbreaking features, new iService launch on the Hyperas platform, advanced smart here. I have been following smart contract, that element of the whole new crypto world. I've been following the whole smart contract part pretty deeply. That's been a key focus that I've put my attention on to understanding. And from what I understand now, everything that I've read and looked into on what that is, and the YouTube videos I've watched, seeing that there as part of their plans, and that's all the way through the whole year of 2027, 2 years out from now. Whew, man, do I have a lot. I'm going to start dumping a lot of my portfolio into Hyperas, but believe that. Real world application implementation in various fields, decentralized financed applications, security system upgrade, Salala AI performance and scalability improvement, new feature development for identity management and supply chain, strategic partnership expansion in new fields. These guys are not sitting back in the boardrooms and like fat cat honcho boardroom CEO general. These guys they don't sleep 8 hours a day type of people. These are the people that are shaping the future. You best believe these guys are grinding the hard backdoor unseen. Like these guys, they need their recognition. The people that are doing this stuff, man, because they're talking about here, strategic partnerships and expansion in new fields, it's just going to blow this up, man. Hyperchain improvement optimization, marketing activities at an international conference. What am I looking? Another round of funding. The IPO procedure finalization and operations expansion, development tools and technical support improvement for developers, strategic partnership, strengthening and ecosystem expansion, global brand building, and international market recognition enhancement. And that's huge. Focusing the brand building and international markets and the activities and global presence strengthening, really focusing a lot of effort into broadening the usage and the implementations and integrations of all of this into what I was mentioned, like what they're talking about up here. What I mentioned was Web3. What they're talking, the pioneering layer 3 blockchain for AI model training, harnessing the vast computational power of billions of edge devices to provide a decentralized AI infrastructure that slashes costs and creates new value. So the gist of it, this is my take, breaking it down into general terms. By having many, many, many more less powerful devices such as these phones, utilizing a fraction of their processing power and taking all of these individual portions and seamlessly linking them together, in comparison, so now paint that picture. You have many, many more simple phones donating, say, up 1 or 2% or even whatever percentage that low of their capabilities, especially when they're idle like they are now, like I'm doing. And they're taking all of that combined into like a large coordinated beehive of potential. I believe what that is doing is providing a more stable, and it doesn't fluctuate. It's a more stable form of computational reserves for training AI or whatever they want to use it for. Then if you had, say, instead of one of these, say you had a big powerful computer and you want to link a bunch of those super powerful computers, that you're able to tweak how much of its processing power can contribute to that pool. By having the capability to tweak more or less to be offered, it takes away from that system's usage for its own purposes. An example, like when you're running the AI in the background on your phone, it does not diminish your phone's battery or your performance. I have the phone I'm talking on right now and the Samsung phone that I play games on. I run this in the background, and I tell you, I play Call of Duty Mobile. I play Arena Breakout. I play some AAA mobile games on that phone, and it doesn't diminish the performance the slightest little bit. I watch YouTube videos on Brave browser. I do all these things. I use my calendar throughout the day, and I make phone calls. It doesn't affect it at all. Versus trying to mine like Bitcoin or something, or trying to provide computational power to a collection of a big, powerful computer system, and having the ability to tweak how much of that you offer, more or less, that is fluctuation. And by having a lot of stronger computers that fluctuate how much or little they donate, makes it not as streamlined. It doesn't make it as fluid. That may be the word I'm looking for. It offers a lack of fluidity. And I think by having, for every strong computer system, whether it's a home personal, like $4,000 or $5,000 strong computer, or a big $20,000 corporate mainframe, versus having 100 cell phones or even 500 cell phones or whatever per one of those big units. By having many, many more of these, and using a certain set locked amount that cannot be changed. It's only taking a very small portion of the unused compute processing power of your device, of your phones. And so by using a set amount, that's why it doesn't matter if you use a cheap government 30, 40, even if it's worth that much, phone, versus if I'm using $1,000 Samsung S23 Ultra or whatever. It doesn't make you more Hyperas. It doesn't make you any more HYRA to use a stronger phone or a weaker phone, which is why I'll buy as many of these junk, cheap, decommissioned. Nobody wants to use this anymore. Nobody use a phone like this, like I use this, for phone calls and everything, right? This is a 2024 phone, and I use it for everything. Nobody uses a cheap $20, $30, $40 junk one like this anymore for that. You can't. I think the max that this has is 16 gigabyte space, and easily like 7 of, or even half of that is used up just by Android. I'm lucky if I have 8 or 9 gigabyte of space on something like this. This is like a 5-year-old phone. Just using it on this is going to generate me the exact same amount of HYRA as it would on my $1,000 Samsung. And by doing that, I believe what they're being able to offer that the competition can't is they're able to offer a collected pool of resourcing capability that is stable and fluid and reliable, and it doesn't fluctuate. So you're able to project and predict, and you're able to plan. It saves costs because now you can know what you're gonna get rather than not making plans within a certain window of this little bit or that much power. Now you're able to make plans because you know you're gonna have this exact much. And they're able to offer that stability and fluidity. I could be wrong. That's kind of the gist of what I'm getting out of it. But man, this is going to be the longest video that I will have ever done and will ever do. From here on out, I'm still going to be winging it. I'm not scripting nothing, and I'm showing you uncut, raw. But from here on out, they're going to be a lot shorter than this. I'm going to be trying to keep them between 15 and 20 minutes is my goal. And until the next one, thanks for watching.